Alright folks, it's been 2 weeks since we answered comments on the channel. As most of y'all know, our comment monitor is still out, but I want to try to answer at least some comments. We've got close to 200 here since the last time that we answered comments. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just click on each individual video, scroll through the comments on each one. If something catches my eye, a username I recognize, or some keywords that pop out, I'm going to answer those and try to get through as many as possible. I don't have a lot of time today. I got a lot of stuff going on, as most of y'all saw last week on last week's video. But anyway, so here we go. We left off last time on the Tony Bennett, Amy Winehouse duet reaction, so I'm going to start with that one. It may take just a minute. Okay, here we go. So I got, there's 3 unanswered comments on this one. I'm going to read those. Let's see here. Just Karen says, absolutely love jazz singing. Top of the heap singers here. Absolutely. Thank you for this reaction. Shows good taste. Thank you, Just Karen. I appreciate that. Mr. or MR Tanyo 1965 says, Amy was incredible. Very nice reaction. And Tony is amazing. Absolutely. If I may, you need to check out the finest singer on the planet. Her name is Angelina Jordan, who will blow your mind. She's only 17, but early love of jazz when she was little. She composed her covers and has an album of her original songs. Her first release from Republic Records. Best wishes to you. Thank you. Yeah, I've actually had several people suggest that, but she's been on our Patreon poll for a number of weeks, but she has not won. Right now, we've got a free poll on YouTube with her on there. If you want us to react to Angelina Jordan, go vote for her on that poll. And H. Wyla, or Wyla maybe, says, what a loss, such a voice she had. Lovely to see and hear Tony, though. Yeah, absolutely. Just a great pairing. Alright, so that's all that on that video, all the comments on that video. So let's go to our next one, which is our last comment answer video. This was on Peter Holland's Home Free, etc. And I guess our comment monitor actually went in and liked some of these because there's none showing up as unresponded to. So let's take a look here. Brenda Sorensen, one of our regular viewers, says, Cole, you gotta do what you gotta do to get reaction videos up on YouTube. I enjoy listening to your comments and would rather you stay in good graces with YouTube. Thank you for understanding, Brenda. Keep up the good work. Still a member of the EOV Club. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate that. And if you don't know what the EOV Club is, gonna have to stay to the end of the video is all I can tell you. B-Dubs, one of our favorites, great patron as well, says, hey Cole, if you do a reaction for YouTubes, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I advise using the live version of the Rattle and Hum album rather than the video clip from the film. Yeah, I've actually, that B-Dubs, that one is, I know that one. That's a standard, one of the 2 U2 songs. I thought I said that in the reaction video, but I may got cut in editing. But that one and With or Without You, I love both of those songs. Beyond that, I never really got into U2, but they may be another group that I should do a Bruce with and really delve into their catalog. Jillian Drysdale, one of our regular viewers, says, what a great idea to guess on the voice play videos. Yeah, and I actually forgot to do that, like on the last 1 or 2. Charlene Clausen says, Home Free in the Blood is beautiful. Okay, nobody suggested that one, so we'll do that one. Carol Burnett, another one of our great viewers, says, thanks, Cole. I'm still in the EOV Club. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Just Karen says, EOV, this is the 3rd time I've stayed till the end. I always enjoy the comments you have. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Nana Deborah says, love your comments video. B-Dubs once again says, suggestion request for the next covers poll, Rockin' Sister Act from Georgia, Larkin Poe covering Fortunate Son. Okay, nice. And or Lake Street, can't talk today. Lake Street Dive covering the Beatles' Don't Let Me Down. Yeah, I'm going to copy that real quick. I'm going to put them on the list very quickly here. Boop. All right, they are on the list, B-Dubs, and I will try to get those on a poll soon. Charlene Clausen says, please pause and comment when you want to. Just go back a few seconds when you press play again. I was doing that, and I got out of habit of doing it, forgetting to do it. Now, however, if I do that, I'm going to have to do it in editing and simulate backing the track up. And I can do that. I'm just going to have to remember to do it or tell our editor to do it because I'm doing a little bit different with how I'm watching the video and then cutting it up for the pauses. Jillian Drysdale says, hey, I just joined the EOV Club. Thank you, Jillian. Appreciate that. Let's see. Ellen Reiser, Ellen, another great viewer, great patron, says, I can't believe so many people are joining my EOV club. How cool is that? Welcome to all you new members. We need a secret handshake or something. 100%, absolutely, yeah. Get a secret handshake worked up for us, Ellen. That'd be great. All right, so I'm going to pop on to the next video, and that one would be Home Free Elvira. And let's see what we got here. Eric Potter, great viewer of the channel. We'll see what Eric's got to say here up top. Says, this was a great collaboration. The Oak Ridge Boys and Home Free have a team up on another song, Beautiful Star of Bethlehem, along with Jeffrey E. Sounds like a perfect one for Christmas. I'm actually going to do some Christmas polls. I'll probably have to start them in October. I know it's going to be weird, but that's so we can get them out in time and have them cleared. It is very good and should be checked out sometime. Adam Rupp beatboxing this song was just incredible. You'll see Adam Rupp with long hair at different times because he grows it out, so when he cuts it, he donates for wigs for cancer patients. Nice. That's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Keep up the great work and you have a blessed day. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Appreciate all your support. Well, Elizabeth Ross, another one of our regular viewers, says, this is one of the ways that Home Free taught me how to like country music. I love the mutual respect shown between the old and the new bands. The Oak Ridge Boys seem to be passing a torch and enjoying this a cappella experience immensely. Thanks for fun reaction. Always EOVC. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that so much. And yeah, 100% agree with that comment. Carol Burnett says, I don't see how anyone cannot like this song. R.E. the shirt. In some of Austin's earlier solo videos, you can see the shirt framed and hanging on the wall. Somewhere, Tim made a comment about typically feeling pretty masculine, but was intimidated by the Oak Ridge Boys bass. Wow. They have another collaboration together. This Christmas song, the Oak Ridge Boys feel like they're passing the torch to another generation. Thanks, Cole. Thanks for that information, Carol. I appreciate that. Baby Fry, another great viewer of the channel, says, when you mentioned Tim and Low Notes, I thought, wait for it. When Home Free does this live, I have a lot of fun with the audience, and Tim goes really low. Such a nice collaboration with the Oaks. Yeah, Austin, frame the shirt. I hear. Enjoy your reaction. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Baby Fry. I appreciate that. And I did have a great weekend. That was from 12 days ago. It was really great because that's when my daughter was born. So, yeah, it was a great weekend. R.L. Langevin or Langevin, I'm not sure if I butchered that. My apologies. Says, another great Home Free reaction. I love that in all their collaborations, they honor the featured artists and let them shine. This one's no different, 100%. As you know by now, Home Free never disappoints. Some other good collabs to check out. Children, Go Where I Send Thee featuring Kenny Rogers. Oh, I bet that's great. Dreamer, Live at the Ramen featuring Texas Hill. And that's an original. Given Up on You featuring Texas Hill, a new original, and One Voice featuring Billy Gilman, to name just a few. Gotcha. Okay, let me add those to the list real quick here. Copy that. Pam Forrester, Pam, one of our great viewers of the channel, says, I hadn't heard the Oak Ridge Boys in years, remembering why I used to listen to them all the time. They had a golden sound to match their golden personality. They always knew how to keep the fans guessing. Thanks for the video and commentary. Appreciate the work you do. Thank you, Pam, as always. Appreciate you. And I'm forgetting to like some of these. Guys, I apologize if I respond to your comment and didn't click the like button on there. I generally try to do that. And Jillian Drysdale, again, says, P.S. We don't mind if you get these guys mixed up. A lot of us would love to see them collaborate again. Just call them Home Play and Voice Free. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I said in that video, I film Home Free and Voice Play reactions back to back generally, and I'm not sure, but I may say the wrong name, and it's just a slip of the tongue. It's not that I don't know who I'm listening to. I do know for a fact I called Tim Jeff one time, didn't even notice it, even in editing, didn't catch it. I can't even blame my assistant editor because it was just me at the time. But anyway, and somebody in the comments section took issue with that and was like, his name is Tim, not Jeff. And I was like, oh, sorry. So, Nana Deborah says Austin has the t-shirt framed. He has a collection of signed items that he frames and keeps. EOV gang, thanks for your reaction. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate that so much. Karina Roderbach, another great viewer of the channel, says Lane Stein helped out on the arrangement on the Butts remix. These groups collaborate, great friends. Gotcha. I didn't know that he did that one, but I did know that they had collaborated before, and that's one that's been requested. I've got to put that one on a poll because that's Butts mix has been requested, and I have no idea what it is. It sounds like it's going to be hilarious, but I've got to get that on the Home Free poll so we can get that listened to. All right, that seemed to be like all the top comments there, so we're gonna move on to the next video. Voice Play 7 Nation Army. which was a great track. Cordelia says, I cannot stop watching reactors getting broke by this song. This song broke me as well. Jeff arranged this one, and they just seem to get better with each cover they do. I just do not know how they do it. There are no words at all, and Anthony has the voice of an angel with all those runs. Great reaction. Thank you, Cordelia. I appreciate that. Yeah, 100%. It was fantastic. Marsha Young, another regular viewer of the channel, says, thank you for another great reaction to Voice Play. If you want to hear Jeff go off character, then please do a reaction video to Voice Play's cover, Peaches, Bowser, Mario, Luigi, and Toad. Jeff really unleashes his inner rock god in this one. Look out, Ellie. Jeff is coming for you. This was a Jack Black song, and Voice Play crushes it. This was filmed outside live at the end. One of Lane's daughters makes a cameo appearance as Peaches. I swear these guys have too much fun. Guys, I've had several people mention that one, but I think it's a short, and it's really hard to do the shorts as a reaction because if you put the whole thing up, which Voice Play, again, y'all know they're really good. Their content manager is really good about releasing the stuff, so it probably wouldn't be that big of an issue, but it's kind of hard to... Maybe I could do a short reacting to the short and do some editing tricks to make sure I stay within the fair use lane for future issues with copyright. But yeah, I'll take a look at that one. And let's see what we got here. Gail Force, another regular viewer of the channel, says Ellie was in the same octave as Whitney Houston's High Parts and I Will Always Love You, which is just nuts. Yeah, that is insane. That's a great observation there. That is good. Let's see here. IKH, and I'm sorry, I believe I have read comments from this user before, and I'm sure I butcher it every time. IKAYH says, actually, I think Jeff's lowest notes have been when Lane is arranging things. I think Lane's tell is that he probably picks a song first by whether he can do something really creative with the percussion, like taking If I Were a Rich Man and making it hip-hop dubsteppy with a little bit of X-Files thrown in it for fun. And I think he also loves to push Jeff in some way, like making him play Ursula and Mermaid or sustaining all those B-Zeros and Halo and Valhalla Calling. With Jeff, I think he really loves to use finger snaps as part of the percussion, and he has some signature chords and harmonies. Totally agree his bass was the structural backbone here, but he sure pulled some amazing sound out of Ellie, Caesar, and Anthony, and I don't know if Lane's Velociraptor sound was his idea, but that was pretty creative. LOL, great reaction. Now I have to go mind your channel for Dream On because I think I missed that one. Yeah, that should have been... The Dream On should have come out, I think, the week before this one, I believe. And yeah, that was some great stuff. And yeah, now that you mentioned that, you're right about that. That lanes do seem to pull out more of the bass than Jeff does. That's very interesting. Because I said the opposite in the video. Let's see if we got any more big comments. All right, I think we're going to move on. And Nighthorn K. Vala says, Dream On is the second apocalyptic video. Warriors is the first one in the storyline. Yeah, I think I've already addressed that one in a video, maybe after this one, or maybe on Patreon. But yeah, I had forgotten that, and I said in Dream On and this one that is part 2 and 3, and I've forgotten completely about Warriors. That would have been 3, 1, 2, 3. This would have been 2. Let me back this up. I'm getting myself confused here. I said Dream On and this one were 1 and 2, but they were actually 2 and 3 because Warriors was number 1. There we go. Got it. I apologize, guys. It's been some sleepless nights on the over the last couple of weeks. All right, moving on to Heart featuring Lane Staley reaction. Not a lot of comments on this one. Pam Forrester says, can never go wrong with the Wilson sisters. I always have loved them. Strong voices that can capture the delicate melodies. They can do it all. Please keep up the good work, sir. You do it right. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. And yeah, they sound incredible. Lane Staley and Chris Cornell were the greatest 90s voices in rock. I don't think I can disagree with that. I really don't. Elizabeth Ross says, Hart as well as Lane Staley were present in those years when I was losing time or inclination to pay attention to rock music in any form. Neither did I make it to Woodstock, but as I listen to this today, I hear echoes of that amazing era. They would have fitted very nicely on Yasgur's stage. Of course, Bob Dylan had been one of my heroes in the early 60s, but keeping up with his evolution proved difficult. I enjoyed your take on this particular song, even though it sounded more rock than gospel to me. You're filling in the gaps of my musical knowledge. Keep it up. Maybe I'll buy some new strings for my beloved old guitar. Thanks for that, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. And Daniel Head says Bob Dylan is more a poet than a singer. I'm still a fan. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Although I don't have a problem with his voice. I know a lot of people, even people I know and love, are just like, I can't stand to listen to him with his voice, but I don't have a problem with it. When he gets older, yeah, and I think I may have said that on that reaction, although I filmed that like 2 months ago, so I don't remember what I said. But anyway, all right, on the John Fogerty, Jimmy Fallon Roots reaction, also not a lot of comments on this one. Elizabeth Ross says, lots of fun. This one, John's voice is aging, but very well indeed. CCR lives. What do you mean you doubt you'll see 78? I'm sure you will. Just keep laughing. I've passed it already. Still smiling and no mess. Excellent. Thanks for another good time, Dave. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got some health issues that are kind of probably going to make me not exactly live the normal lifespan. But we'll see. You never know. I try to do what I can to keep myself in shape. So, who knows? We'll see. Grace Parker, another great viewer of the channel, says, ha ha ha, you are John Fogerty nut? Cole, you are nuts, period. So I've been told. Ha ha ha. What I loved about this is it's just plain fun, and what they all jumped in with both feet made me smile along with watching your reaction to it. I mean, who doesn't like CCR in the first place? Great one. I loved it. Thanks as always. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was fun. Totally enjoyed that one. B-Dubs, once again, says, good, clean fun. Speaking of the Roots, a while back I watched Questlove's documentary, Summer of Soul, about the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival. Excellent film, great music. I want to watch that. You know, B-Dubs, I need to put that. I've got to get our music-related film reactions back up and running, and I've had difficulty doing that because of programs not being allowed. They're being blocked from screen capturing now, and I've actually just ordered a component that I hope will allow me to be able to do reactions to those and put them at least on Patreon and maybe a truncated version on YouTube, but that would be a fantastic one to do. Donna Moskowitz says, love John and CCR. I remember when this aired. I don't watch the late night talk shows anymore either. Too biased and just silly. Love your channel. Howdy from Texas. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. But yeah, I love John and CCR are just fantastic. Margaret Scott, another great viewer of the channel, a great patron, says, this is fun. Thanks, Cole. Thank you, Margaret. Pam once again says, I'm here to leave a comment, help feed the algorithm beast. I also love Fogerty. Pure fun. Absolutely. Thanks, Pam. Appreciate it as always. All right, moving on to last week's no comments video. And this has got a few on here, so I may not be able to answer all of them. B-Dub says, wow, congratulations, Powell family. Thanks, B-Dubs. I appreciate that. There's a little more... That's a little more exciting than making a record like I suggested before. Yeah, a little more. I hope everyone's healthfully recovers. Thank you for taking time to do this update. We look forward to whatever you'll be serving up next. Thank you, B-Dubs. I appreciate that. Brenda Sorensen says, congratulations, Dad. Prayers for all who are sick. Don't worry about being behind. Life happens. Looking forward to the next Q&A video. Proud member of the EOV Club. Thank you, Brenda, so much. I appreciate that. Mary Wright says, congratulations, you get to practice dad jokes. Yeah, this isn't our first, actually, so I've actually got several dad jokes, and our oldest daughter is to the age where she doesn't appreciate the dad jokes and is rolling her eyes, so hope mom and baby are doing well. Don't worry, your quality reactions are worth waiting for. Hope baby sleeps through the night soon. Thank you, Mary, I appreciate that. Yeah, she's actually, we're let's see, 2 weeks, a week and a half in, and she's getting there, so we're optimistic. Margaret says, congratulations on your child. Healing prayers for your team. Life happens. Take care of you and yours first. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that so much. Elizabeth Ross says, let's see, summer, staff, holidays, putrid viruses, Edgar MIA, my sympathies are I've suffered from sun allergies and poison all my life, scheduled conflicts, and a new baby. Is that your only excuse? Yeah, I know. Terrible, right? Congratulations to you and your wife for that new baby. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Goodness, we'll miss these Thursday chats, but hope all will fall back into place soon. We'll be here when you get back. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that so much. Valencia the Queen, another regular viewer of the channel, says, congratulations on your new baby. Thank you so much, Valencia. Rod Connor, another regular viewer, says, no worries here, not from this guy. Things in life happens. You and crew need to make sure you take care of those things. Congrats on the new edition. Be safe. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. Carol Burnett says, so you're the one that shared that hard bug. My fever finally broke last night. Yeah. I'm so good. I can make it travel all of the internet lines and go directly, come through the computer and infect people. That's my mutant ability. But yeah, congratulations on the new little one. Take care of your wife, and we'll be here waiting until life's manageable again. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Annette Corrado, another great viewer of the channel, one of our patrons, says congratulations on the new baby. Thank you, Annette. Karina Rotobot, one should have thought the new baby to be the main news. And I suppose you were involved in the baby as well, not only your wife. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, Karina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I saved that for the end because I kind of want it to be a twist, like an M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end. So, yeah, there you go. Grace Parker says, yeah, we are delayed because my wife had a baby. Really, Cole? And heck, just try and enjoy the time. We will all be here waiting when you get ready, so don't worry about that. So happy for you. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that. Jillian says, congratulations, proud dad. Thank you, Jillian, so much. Ellen Roger says, get better. Congratulations on the little. Thank you so much, Ellen. And Christine C says, congratulations. Thank you, Christine. Appreciate all the outpouring on that. Mom and baby are doing great. I'm not sure if I've come down with something else because I'm having some sinus issues, but maybe it's just allergies. I don't know. But the main thing is that mom and baby are doing great. All our other kids are doing good, so all is well, and we're getting back in the swing of things. All right, Home Free. Take Me Home, Country Roads, and there are a bunch of comments on this one, so I'm just going to go pick the top here. Eric Potter says, this is one of my top 10 all-time favorite Home Free songs. Was a very big fan of John Denver and his version of this song. I think he would approve of this version. This is such an iconic song, and they had so much respect for it that Home Free spent 5 years perfecting the arrangement before recording this. Wow. I think slowing down this ballad really enhanced the song with their a cappella style. Thanks for another great reaction, and you have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Eric. You too. And yeah, it was top tier for me also. Carol Burnett says, I grew up on the mountains of North Carolina. I came east for college and never moved back. My then boyfriend couldn't understand that I was homesick for a place, not for people. I still crave being in the mountains, and there is no other feeling that rounding a particular curve on I-40 West and seeing the mountains for the first time. Even my children, who grew up in central North Carolina, say that their shoulders drop and they feel like they can take a deep breath again at that moment. I think everyone in the Southern Appalachians claims this song. Thanks, Cole. Yeah, that was great. Carol, thank you so much for sharing that. Love that story. Pete Presley says, love John Denver and his music, but this poignant version of his classic tears me up, brings out emotions this song never did before. Home Free does again. 100%. Really, really good stuff. Denise Landry, another great viewer of the channel, says, this is my favorite cover by Home Free, and that's saying something considering their catalog of music. For me, it highlights the best of each of them. The arrangement is just perfection. The guys worked on it for almost 5 years before finally recording it. Thanks, Cole. Couldn't wait to hear your opinion on it. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, it was, again, phenomenal. Baby Fry says, this is one of my favorites of theirs. It's like a ballad. They said they took years to find the arrangement of this iconic song. Dare I say I like it better than the John Denver original. It's just beautiful. I'm okay that Austin didn't have a verse, but was hitting those high ad-libs in the background. I think he stood out that way. Loved everyone, though. Love your analysis, Cole. Have a good weekend. Thank you so much, Baby Fry. I appreciate that. Margaret Scott says, best version of Take Me Home I've heard. The slowed down ballad feel of this arrangement makes it feel like a prayer. Thanks, Cole. Agree 100%. It's just fantastic. Vicky Adkins says, one of their masterpieces, took an old song and put new life on it. That's what they do best. Absolutely. Elizabeth Ross says, I'm sure that John Denver would give Home Free a thumbs up on anything, but especially here. I don't have any adjectives left with which to praise the quality of Home Free. The only problem I have with Take Me Home is that it always makes me feel a bit homesick. Luckily, the beauty of these harmonies make up for it. Thanks for another great review of my favorite group. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. Yeah, agree with that completely. All right, let's see. Nana Deborah says, thanks for your reaction. Thank you, Nana. I would love to hear Home Free sing any song. They are always amazing no matter the genre. Yeah, I'd love to hear that one too. Racing 2 Cat, regular viewer of the channel. I don't think we've had a comment from Cat on here yet. Enjoyed your take on this one, called Wow, can't believe you've done 25 of theirs already and yet have so many more to enjoy. I've got another song to add to your Austin Sings wish list, Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers. Yes, perfect. That's what I'm talking about. That and Some Kind of Wonderful, and Can't You See. So there's 3 right there. Yeah, 100%. That was great observation, Cat. Kevin Clements, another great viewer of the channel, says, "Hey Cole, this is how you do a cover of an iconic song, respectful to the original, yet unique enough to stand out from the crowd of the other covers. The story I've heard is they worked on this cover and even shelved it until they thought it was what they envisioned. This included the time that Chris left and Chance came on board. I also loved it had a country blues feel, and turning it into a ballad-esque song was great too. Needless to say, this is one of my favorite Home Free covers, 100%. Columbe, another regular viewer of the channel, says, "Home Free always with every one of their songs. Please my ears to no end. So much talent, but the best part is to be able to really identify each voice and follow the one that I choose. Like that, I can listen to 5 different versions of the same song. Magic." Thanks, Cole. That's great, Columbe, and I appreciate you supporting the channel as always. Rebecca Gibbs, another regular viewer of the channel, says, "I adore you." Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that, especially when it's Home Free. I learn something new from you every time I watch, including the YouTube fair practice stuff, so thanks. This is one of my favorites from Home Free, but then aren't they all? Thank you, Rebecca. And yeah, Home Free is just phenomenal. I mean, you can't say enough good things about them. All right, so this is Voice Play. We don't talk about Bruno, which surprisingly didn't do as well as I was expecting, because we've gotten this requested a lot since we started doing Voice Play. All right, Ellen says, "Ashley came from Caesar. They used to work together at the park. She's also in If I Were a Rich Man and the Stranger Things song. I think it is called Up on the Hill or something like that. She's great. One of my favorite contributors. I found it amusing that you started talking about how tasteful Voice Play is right when Jeff shows up and Dragon sees Ashley's part." Yeah, that was funny. Karina Rotobox says, "Disney was so pleased with this version that they invited Voice Play to perform it at a private event." That is incredible. It was the idea of Ashley that Jeff should do the dress change, so he is now a Disney princess as well as a low bass singer. Lane borrowed the toy mouse from his youngest daughter, Doris. Got it. BJ Speck, another great viewer of the channel, says, "Ashley Diane is a wonderful guest. She has a stunning voice. I've heard she works with a female a cappella jazz group. That would be worth checking out. This whole video song is sheer delight. Ashley ordered her outfit in 2 sizes, and she talked Jeff into wearing the look-alike. I think Holdra has a short video of the 2 of them dancing in their new outfit. She has been in If I Were Rich Man Girl, and in Running Up That Hill, which is Stranger Things Season 4, Kate Bush, 1985 or so. She's also in a few Voice Plays, short minis. Lane is so versatile. Caesar just a ride. Ellie with his bald head. It's great. Yeah, that's a good rundown, everybody, too. All right, let's see. Jillian Drysdale says, "You seemed a little distracted during this. No reaction to Jeff dressed like Ashley. I know you've had a busy time recently. Watch through again sometime. Pick up all the little comic moments just for yourself, of course." Right, got you. Yeah, but yeah, in the middle of the video, my screen stopped recording, and I had to shut everything down and restart the song, which you don't see that in editing. So I was probably a little thrown off by that and didn't even realize I wasn't commenting the stuff that was in my head. So yeah, that's a good catch, Jillings. I forgot about that. That's true. I was a little distracted. Melody Malone, another great viewer of the channel, says, "No copyright issue with Voice Play. They're an independent group, no label. Watch the video that I now keep in the description." We actually did get a fair use rejection not from Voice Play, but on a Voice Play song, and I go over all that in that video and other issues of why it's prudent to split up the song. So if you want more information on that, go check out the video in the description on pretty much any of our reaction videos from the last 6 weeks, 2 months or so. Alright, so let's move on to, and I have to scroll back down because every time I go back it goes to the top of the video page, and I've got like 12 videos in the queue to be released. This is Marcelito Pomeroy, Unchained Melody. This one also did not do as well as I thought, because Marcelito Pomeroy, we've got like 15,000 views on that first reaction, and this one we got like 500. So let's check, see what we got on the comments. Cowboy 1165 says, "Hey Cole, I guess you've heard Home Freeze put out a fun new song that will blow your headphones off with bass, and it's not just Tim. Chance jumps in on the bass too. The song stays in your head all day. It's called Skull and Bones. I think they're trying to pitch it to Ubisoft for the game. I hope to see you soon." Excellent. Okay, so I saw they had released that, but it was I think it said audio only. So I was waiting for a video to come out with it because I like watching the videos, but if they're not going to release a fully produced video, then maybe I should should check out. And there's only a couple other comments on there, and they're all saying Marcelito is excellent as usual, and I agree completely. It's absolutely phenomenal. Let's see, and then we've got next, this will be the last video. This is our Bruce Fade Away reaction, which the full album reaction is on Patreon. Anybody interested in that? And we kick off with Pam says, and here I am. I must say, the second look at Springsteen I've taken on this channel has made me see him in a new light. The Bruce I knew, the darker, almost brooding anti-hero, has become more of a man for all seasons, seeing with different eyes. Or maybe I'm just getting older. I always appreciate the variety you do, and keep up the good work, sir. You do it right. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. And Dan the Man, who is another great viewer of the channel, says, in reply to Pam, says, Bruce songs run the full gamut of emotion: loss and sorrow, heartbreak and devastation, anger and defiance, hope and redemption, and joy. From knowing it ain't no sin to be glad you're alive. Yeah, he's just got, Bruce has just got a song for every occasion. Dan the Man also says, The River is most likely his best song, but I don't think there is a bad song on this album, which for 21 songs is very impressive. The outtakes from this album are a great place to go next. Roulette and Restless Nights, or even Stray Bullet, are great songs that could have been on the album. Dude left them in a vault for 20 years. Yeah, I want to get to those, and I actually put out a Patreon poll to see if I should check out some more of those songs. And that was like the least, but I ended up not even using the results of the poll because the opinions were just all over the place. But that one was like the least option that the Bruce Patreon fans wanted me to do. But I do hope to check those out at some point. Mike Bigbeard says, look for a live performance from the 2016 River Tour. Max hits a drum beat just as Bruce drops to his knees in begging fashion. It's a good show. Will do, absolutely. All right, so that wraps it up. Guys, I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I missed your comments or if I scrolled by them as I was trying to look for certain things to catch my eye to respond to. I appreciate all the support. Everybody that works on these videos appreciates the support. I hope our comment monitor is back here soon. If not, I may try to do this until then. Although I feel like it's not as good of a video when the comments haven't been vetted ahead of time and put in a nice, neat order, and I can go down, bam, bam, bam. I'm having to jump videos and all this kind of stuff. If you stayed to the end of the video, you are now a member of the End of Video Club or a returning member of the End of Video Club. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for all the likes, all the comments, for our patrons that are supporting us on Patreon. We thank you for that. And we've got Home Free coming up tomorrow, and it is, let's see what Home Free. It is Friends in Low Places. Friends in Low Places. I actually recorded this before Country Roads, but it did not get cleared until after. So this is actually reaction number 24, even though 25 was released last week. Next week, we've got Jeff Castellucci, Big Bad John. Our second Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind, which I actually did know once I started listening to it. I was like, wait a minute, I do know this song. It wasn't one that stuck with me. It was one from my childhood, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Then we have Avi Kaplan, Change on the Rise. And then next Friday, Home Free should be, if it clears, actually it's already clears. That's great. Some Girls Do. So y'all stay tuned for all that. Have a great week, and we will see you soon.